Let's get it. Another episode, Faith Over Fear. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with Go Child Entertainment TV and been with me since I started this series, Faith Over Fear. This is episode 15, y'all, Distractions. Episode 15, Distractions. This episode is called Distractions. The last episode we did was drop fear and pick up faith. Drop fear and pick up faith, right? So we're going to deep dive in distractions, right? Because in our life, we have many distractions around us. And some of these distractions can become entertainment to us to direct us from the passion in our life goals and what we're supposed to do, and whatever the Most High want us to be doing, right? So you got to ask yourself, what is the devil of the job? Or the job of the devil? What does he do? What does he do? His job is to do what? Distractions, right? He can't manipulate you in doing something. You have to be distracted. So it's up to us to be able to fight the distractions around us, right? Distractions come in many ways, and we know this. It could come in our jobs, family, friends, things, TV, soap operas, distraction from the news, stuff like that, the war, whatever you see going on, gas prices. So the things that they are doing in front of us as people, and I don't know if a lot of people can see it, is a big distraction. Even to push fear in them. What is the devil's job? Is to push fear in people, right? His job is to push fear to make people feel that they would never be able to accomplish anything or never be successful in anything that they do. Okay. Right. We got people that be around us that's like that, right? You ever had a friend or a person, every time you try to mention something that you want to do or to create, they come with assumption over distractions or something they want to do. Instead of them talking to you about it and relaying it to you in the beginning, it would never be a distraction from what you're trying to go or grow, right? I was taught, and this comes straight from the scriptures, everybody is not going to be with you in your success, right? Everybody is not going to be with you as you grow. You know, you are there, you grow for a reason, right? You can't bring everybody. Shout out to everybody that's supporting Go Child Entertainment TV. Welcome to a new episode of Faith Over Fear. This episode 15, Distractions. I appreciate y'all for coming to the platform. If you ain't, go subscribe to Go Child Entertainment TV. Share a like. This is a platform that I push promoting tech, the Most High, #1, vlogging, lifestyle, different stuff like that, traveling. You know, check us out. But today we rock an episode. I'm doing good. How you doing today? How you doing? SWM95 How you doing? Welcome to the channel, man. I appreciate you for coming on the channel. Appreciate you. So let's get into this episode, distraction, right? I want to ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever, when distractions come in y'all life, and I'm going to ask you this, SWM95, when you be distracted in life, what resorts do you use to take you out of your distractions? What do you do? Because I know a lot of times when I'm distracted, right? Sometimes it bothers me, right? I get irritated real fast. When I'm trying to make some or create some or doing something that I know that's supposed to blossom and somebody come distract me, I get irritated fast. Let me see. I don't see what I'm saying that. Okay. Let me see. I watch YouTube or just walk around. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So anytime I am distracted, right? What I try to do, one of my things, I pray about it sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I pray about it and I try to take a lot of distractions on mine. Distractions is a big old thing. What's up now? FEBE02. I appreciate it. How you doing today? Thank you for coming on. But distraction is a way. So the devil good at distracting us, right? I'm quite everybody can vouch for that. He good at it. You can have people in your life distract you, all that good stuff. So let's get in this episode. So distraction. What's the main meaning? What is the meaning of distraction? So distraction are internal thoughts or external thoughts that stimulate the divert attention away from a primary task, right? Well, I'm going to go subscribe. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Where's the stream? Oh, have a good one. Okay, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. SWM 9500. I appreciate it. So distractions are internal thoughts or external thoughts that stimulate, that diverts attention from the primary task that you're supposed to do or be creative, right? That's number one. That's what distraction is. The second thing is, while often seen as negative obstacles to correction, right? The terms also is compassion or positive division, such as entertainment or activities that provide mental relaxation from stress. So have you ever been to where a distraction came to where it brought up to you as a stress relief? Have y'all ever been at being distracted? I have. I've been distracted before. Now, knowing this was the distraction, what I was supposed to be focused on, my main primary, what I was supposed to do, it took me from the task I was supposed to do to create or build or do something important. So the core definition of distraction, it is the attention, right, of division, something that makes it difficult to think or pay attention to a special goal. So I'm quite sure a lot of us, right, we got special goals in our life. We got things that we're trying to do, right? We got things we're trying to build, right? Everybody, let me read that one more time. What is a distraction? The core definition of distraction. The attention of division, something that makes it difficult to think or pay attention to a specific goal. So if you're trying to specify something, right, or you got a special goal at hand, 10 tasks at hand, and you have people that come and distract you away. The devil comes in many ways to distract you all the time. I appreciate the likes, man. Give me some more likes, some shares, and some comments. If you ain't, go subscribe to Go Child Entertainment TV. It's a platform that pushes review text, shoes, clothes, exercise, vlog, travel, and faithful and fair episodes that I push to help my people be positivity and on a good track. So what is the mind state of distraction? What is the mind state of a distraction? Okay, so the mind state of a distraction is confusion, a mental disturbance, or even agitation being driven to distraction, right? So you be irritated. Have you ever been to the point where you was trying to get something done or you wanted something to do and you just had an individual just being ignoring, right? I'm quite sure we didn't all had a lot of people just being annoying in ways where you had to focus on something, but they were so big of a distraction, you couldn't even get their stuff done because you were so focused on what they was doing. Who can all raise their hand to that? I can't. I'd have had many people try to distract me. Even when I try to shoot a vlog or anything like that, right? Anytime I was trying to make something accomplished that I wanted to put out on YouTube, I always had somebody that wanted to come and distract me. What was my main focus and what goal I had to do? Always. So what's the other thing about distraction? What people do? It's an action based, right? It said the modern physiology of perspective, a defined distraction as an action specified in any behavior that pulls you away from your attention of the action of value of your desired self, right? How many times have y'all been pulled away from the desire, something you really wanted to work on, right? I can imagine I can put this in perspective. I remember when I was in college, right? And I had an essay, and I had this one buddy. All they wanted to do was go party, go club. That's all they wanted to do. They want to go hang out. They want to go turn up. And I'm like, look, dude, I gotta get this project done. I can't go hang out with y'all. I can't go drink. I can't do nothing. I ain't got this project done by the next day. Then I'm gonna fail this class. So we gotta watch out for people like that, right? Even when I told them, they still didn't have no care because they only cared about what they wanted to do at that moment. If you got people in your life that's trying to steer away from goals, And you got to be careful who you even tell your goals and dreams to, because some of them people could direct you from what you really supposed to be successful in. And I'm going to tell you a lot of things that we just spoke about, right? People came and distract us from the real goal at hand, right? We have really been sucking for that. Hey, I see people, what is they retire? Retire what? Ain't no retiring over here. I'm going hard. People, you know what's so crazy? Every time I do Faith Over Fear, y'all, I always get some haters, right, that come on the scene. And they want to distract me from what I'm trying to do. But we're going to push them to the side today, man. I pray for them. I hope they get better. But that's what distraction is. Distraction is, okay, something that makes it difficult to think or pay attention to a specification you need to focus on. If you got a goal at hand, focus on your goal. And you can't tell everybody what you're going to do. I know we all want to bring people in our circle and we want to build with certain people. Everybody's not going to be at the top with you. Because why? They can be a distraction. They can be a distraction to what you're trying to get to. Whatever the Most High got for you, whatever God got for you, right? Whatever y'all got for you. You got to be careful and watch for these things, right? We all do. It have been many times where I had people pull me from my goal at hand, knowing that I was supposed to have something I was supposed to be working on. So let's go to the mental state. A mental state of confusion and a mental disturbance. This is another thing of distraction. So the mental state is a state of confusion, mental disturbance, or even, right, agenda to be driven, to be distraction away from the motive that you're supposed to focus on the state at hand. So how many times have we been at? I have. Could you say that? Yeah. I've been like that many times. This is the best thing. How do you focus on your goals and the gifts without being distracted? How do you focus on your goals and gifts without being distracted? Can anybody tell me? What do you do to keep you from being distracted and focus on what you're trying to build in life, right? It was plenty of times like, hey, I got to focus. I'm trying to build something that's going to multiply to not just help myself, but help others around me, plus people I know. But if you got a naysayer, you ever had that friend that said, oh man, I don't think that's going to work, or I don't think it's going to be successful. Them not your real friends. You better watch out for them, buddy. So if you got a person, every time you bring your gifts or dream or something to build, and they tell you that you're not going to be successful in that, them people you need to remove yourself away from. Because why? That's the distraction. A person can be either a curse in your life or a blessing in your life. Especially if you're not growing, you have to grow with people. If people pulling you away from what you're supposed to be doing, get far away from them, y'all. So let's finish with what else is a distraction? The obstacles to constrain, right? And also compass division. So what do people do? Bring division. Have you ever been around people that just bring division amongst when you're trying to create and build something? Yes, I have many a times. Many a times I've had people distract me. So what is the action? Action-based. Modern psychology and the perspective that defines distraction as an action, specify and to behave that will pull you away from the intent of an action that have values and desires. So instead of us focusing on things that's distracting us, let us put our desires and goals to things that's going to make us prosper, grow, and be successful. We love everybody, but everybody ain't going to be there. Everybody's not going to support you in what you do. But you don't stop. You continue to keep growing and keep the Most High first. So I'm going to leave it at that. All those that came on there, subscribe to Go Child Entertainment TV. Share, like. I appreciate all the new people that's coming on the platform. Thank you for all the people that have been rocking with me. Share, like, and comment. If you don't know, this is a Go to Child Entertainment. It is a multi-media platform that do reviews on tech, shoes, clothes. We do exercise, family, and I do traveling. So go subscribe to Go to Child Entertainment TV. Share, like, and continue to stay faith over fear. Continue to keep grinding, continue to keep growing, and keep pushing. I love y'all. Peace and blessings.